Hi everybody, it's Diane from Tattered Edges Design. Welcome to anybody who's arriving through the Creating with Jovi prompt, which is what I'm doing. She does a monthly prompt for collage, and this month, March, is You Didn't Know, I believe. I have to double check that. But we're supposed to do a collage about something that we haven't shared, people don't know about us. And there are, 1,001 avenues you could take with that, especially I haven't been doing YouTube all that long. It's since last August. So, but I don't know. And actually, it took me a long time to come up with something. But I thought I do. I have a terrible sense of direction, and I mean really bad. I'll get lost. You turn me around in a building, I can't get out. And I looked it up. It is a known thing. Some people are like that. And I was curious too why. There's different theories on that. I don't know. And I owe this all to my father. He has the exact same problem. So anyway, I've got some maps. This is scrapbook paper. I've got a little Tim Holtz sticker that's a compass. I've got a couple text things. And I've got this. Yeah. A Marshall Fields shopping bag, Diane. What does that have to do with anything? Years ago, and I mean, 30 years ago, I was walking around in the Marshall Fields in Chicago, which was a very big building. It was 3 floors? I don't remember. I haven't been in there in a long time, and they were bought out by Macy's anyway. It's not Marshall Fields anymore. But I got lost. I couldn't find my way out. Obviously I did. I'm here. I mean, I found my way out by myself without too much trouble. But I really got turned around and I couldn't find my way out. So I thought that was kind of funny. And I thought maybe of including that. I don't know if that's too large. This is just an old bag that I was given in a thrift store. When I bought stuff, they put it in here. And I was kind of saving it because, as I said, Marshall Fields isn't around anymore. But for what, Diane? So I thought, well, maybe use it. And in case you are brand new or you've forgotten, this is a plain journal album book. I was given at Christmas, and I decided to use it as sort of like an art journal. So we're up to this page. So, will this fit? That's a little long. Cut it. And yeah, if you're not from Chicago and you have no idea what I'm talking about, Marshall Fields. Just a minute, this is live. Yeah, it was a big deal. Really nice department store. Did a lot at Christmas every year. There were a few others around. It wasn't like the only one. There was one in the south suburbs I went to quite a bit as a child. A lot of my annual Christmas presents, Christmas ornaments, my parents bought me were from Marshall Fields. And yes, a lot of people were rather distraught when it was bought out. But, oh, it's very nice outside. My dogs and the rest of my family are outside. Yeah, we'll see. And I believe they had this pretty much same logo like forever. Alright, and I was thinking of, a map on the bottom, underneath as a background. And I don't know. Nebraska radio stations. Anybody interested? Yeah, because I was thinking like this. I mean, I still might use it. I don't know. But that's not... I haven't been lost in the ocean. Yeah, more like this type of map. Oh, that one is too wide. Nebraska is too open there. Of course, I don't know that blue is going to match Marshall Fields, is it? Maybe this one is better. And I do have other maps if I want to pause the camera and look. Oh, well, there's some green and yellow. Oh, what about these? This is kind of interesting. North Platte, I've actually been there, and no, I didn't get lost there. Although my husband was with me, so... Well, let's see. Oh, there's North Platte again, right over there. How exciting. Yeah, we didn't know we were coming here for a travel log, Diane. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what other people do with this prompt. Yeah, when I first saw it, Jovi did a video, you know, explaining it. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, I'm gonna do that. And then for days and weeks I'm going, well, I don't know what to do. So we finally came up with this. And yeah, you know, it's funny and I laugh about it, and but it is kind of a handicap. You know, like, I don't know, I can't, I'm gonna get lost. Well, more. We could always gesso down stuff if it's too, you know, too much. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Oh, so Miss Hound wants to come inside. Everybody is still out. What about some of this green stuff up here? Here, I'm gonna put it behind me on this stool I've got here and cut it there. So just talk amongst yourselves. How are the kids? Okay. Yeah, no, it's crooked. That's all right. Well, all right. This should be adequate then. We could even split this too. And then this was. Can you read it? I've never done that, but it wouldn't surprise me if I do at some point. When I was searching for information about why do people do this, I ran into this true but trying to be kind of funny thing about what it's like to have a bad sense of direction, and I just thought that was so hysterical. I actually laughed out loud. Which, you know, everybody gets lost once in a while, but no, us handicapped people with this is just really, it's, like I said, we get turned around inside a building, we don't know where we're going, we don't know what direction anything is facing. Well, if I put these on, that's obviously way too busy at the moment. Like I said, I could knock it down. I also have some scrap of paper that have arrows and stuff on it, so I didn't know if that would be something. I have an arrow stamp, rubber stamp. Well, and yeah, I'm not putting a picture of me on there or something. I was kind of thinking of maybe looking through a magazine to see if there's some person looking lost or something. But I thought we'd see first if we think we need that. All right, you know what? I'll pause and glue down this background stuff and then come back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. The background map stuff is glued down. It's not trimmed yet. I did rip Marshall Fields apart. I cut out a few signs. I had this too. I didn't show it before. That was in a travel brochure, you know, like Escape, you know. I thought that was kind of funny. Couple arrows. And then I decided maybe I wanted a car or something. And I just thought that was too perfect. Not that my husband gets lost, but it almost looks like the husband's going, No, Diane, it's over there. So I think I'm going to put that there. But as you can see, this is a little chaotic, a little hard to digest what's going on. So I'm going to knock some of it back with gesso, not all of it. I do want, some map stuff showing. So I'm going to pause again. Here, I'll start and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Grab a brush. But where, if I can remember, a lot of the other stuff is, I'm just going to knock out some of those colors and lines. Okay. All right. I will be back when this is dry and we can continue. Okay, here we are. I just sewed kind of in this area. I glued down what you see and I did trim it. Okay. So we're up to the rest of the stuff. Maybe down there. Well, actually that would be kind of funny. Confusing. You're confusing us. Yeah, don't. We have enough trouble as it is. All right, which way does this go? Where's north? That's north. Is it? Yeah, okay. I couldn't see the end. No wonder I have trouble. I don't know where I want this. I had it over here originally. And yes, there's a little bit of a weird gap there. I think I will do something to eliminate that. Yeah, and heaven forbid you're going somewhere you don't know and you're half lost and you run into a detour or something. That's scary. And I also have more arrows here. I've got some brown ones. This is scrapbook paper too. And these color ones. They're all pretty good. Brown would match the Marshall Fields. Well, let's cut at least one. And while I was off letting this dry, I looked up Marshall Fields on Wikipedia. Actually, it's pretty interesting if you're into history at all, or Chicago, or retail, and it goes way back to 1850 something. I didn't know it was that far. I knew it was old, but and they were kind of innovative in some of the stuff they did. They were one of the first to have a tea room, so ladies could, have some place to go to eat while they were shopping. Well, I was going to say green, but no, that's going to not match that so well. Well, this rust color. I think red's not going to really match anything. And I'm not even sure, is this it? Am I done? I was thinking of writing, yes, I got lost in Marshall Fields or something, because, years from now, nobody's going to understand why is there a Marshall Fields logo on there? I could cut out more signs if I want to. Where'd that sign paper go here? Well, I think I used the good ones. Just not wild about this. Put that there. You can still read Marshall Fields. But then we have kind of nothing there. this? No, I don't want this by there. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. I think there's really nowhere else to put it where it won't interfere with other words. Now, at least nowadays, there's cell phones and GPS and everything, right? I mean, when I got lost in Marshall Fields, that was it. There was no hope. All right, now we lost N. Okay, there. All right. I don't know if I like this on the green. I think it's a little too much. Well, those two signs are fine. Let's glue those. Oh, and I did not realize, I looked at Jovi's video information again while I was off too. We were supposed to post this on March 31st. I thought it was any time in March, so this is a little, what is today? 21st. So when you see this video, I'll be 10 days older. Yay. I forgot where it was. Okay. All right, get off there. There's something on there. Oh, it's just part of the paper. Yeah, good luck getting that off there, Diane. Okay. Yeah, the rest of these. Unless I leave that space to write my little note. Well, that's good up there. Let's put that there. All right, this arrow and this arrow. Well, that's not bad. It's directing you into the picture, sort of. Okay, let's do that. I also thought of that quote. What is it? Not all who wander are lost. In my case, I am. If you see me wandering, it's because I'm lost. That's fine. What do you think? I could always cut another one. But I don't want to overdo the arrows either. And my neighbor's squeaking a dog toy outside, so I'm sorry if you hear that. I mean, they're squeaking it for their dog, or their dog picked it up and squeaking it. I don't mean my neighbor is just out there playing with a dog toy. All right. All right, let me hold it up so I can see what it looks like. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't think it's done. Yeah, now my dog's whining because he sees the other dog outside. I'm going to pause. I'll write my little note here. And then we will come back and see, you know what, it needs some It needs something, at least a border or something. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I wrote my little note, and yeah, I stopped and thought it probably was going on 30 years ago, like 30 years this summer. So let's just not talk about that. So my brilliant idea now, I think it could definitely use a border or at least inking. And I thought, well, a border, maybe I'll dot it. No, why don't you make it like, on a map, like you're getting lost? Yeah, Diane, that's kind of smart. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a black marker here, and I'm not sure exactly where I want to go with this. And I will reserve judgment, but maybe even more than one to make it look, like, yeah, she's lost. Here. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool. Of course, it might look like a flight of a bee too, right? Yeah, I wonder if birds or anybody ever has this, lost gene. I hope not. All right, is that enough? Do we want any other ones? Here, you guys look for a sec. Let me hold it up and look. I think I want to ink edges, and then that might be it. Let's do that quick. And yes, my dogs have been in and out and in and out. They're back out. So, this is perfect timing for filming, right? They're playing. Okay, is that it? Oh, I did this with a gel pen, by the way, and it didn't want to take here and there. Yeah, who knew, an old bag that's probably, 20 years old. Yeah, the bag can't be super ancient because it has recycle symbol on the bottom. So it's not from the 50s or something. Okay. I think that's done. I think anything else is going to start being too confusing for those of us that are confused enough already. Okay, well, there it is. That's something my viewing eyes didn't know. I have a terrible sense of direction. So thanks to Jovi, I will put a link to her. I'll wait and see. Like I said, this is ahead of time. It'll either be the description of this prompt, or if she does one about her, what she does for the prompt. Either way, I will link her somehow in my description. So thanks again, and thanks to everyone for viewing, and I hope you have a nice day out there.